A sold-out Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City for a divisional playoff matchup between the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs. Patrick Mahomes has led this team to a record-breaking season statistically and also a 16-1 record to land them the #1 seed in the AFC, Frank.
This Chiefs team has been one game short of perfection this season. The New York Jets are going to have to play at their absolute best, and that still might not be enough to beat this Chiefs team.
The Jets have plenty of weapons on offense. The question is, do they have enough on their defense to keep the Chiefs from scoring, as they have the top-ranked offense in the league?
What a game to start off this divisional weekend. These teams met earlier this season at MetLife, and the Chiefs got the win. The New York Jets really having a chance at redemption here today. Of course, a tall order on the road.
A chilly but beautiful sunny January afternoon here in the Midwest for playoff football. It's the New York Jets and the Kansas City Chiefs, and it all starts next on the Madden Franchise.
Today, from Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs. Patrick Mahomes and the Kansas City Chiefs taking on Aaron Rodgers and the New York Jets.
It is perhaps the best home field advantage in all of football, and certainly the loudest, as we welcome you to GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City. Straight ahead, we punch the second of two tickets to the AFC title game. And we've got a great story, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the defending Super Bowl champions, the Kansas City Chiefs. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22. Well, the Jets offense ready to take over, and they do so behind the now 40-year-old quarterback. He hit that milestone back on December the 2nd. Here is Aaron Rodgers.
And it wasn't really his best performance of the year in the wild card round last week. He just had the one touchdown pass, but he got the job done and his team advanced. For them to continue on to the championship round, though, and he's going to need to take a few more chances with the ball downfield, push it a little bit more, and make sure his team finds its way into the end zone a few more times.
Now a 2nd and 2. On play action, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
Rodgers looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely, frees up your guys elsewhere. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Rodgers again now. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4. Now Rodgers. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth the salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Rodgers will try again on second down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. What a play that turns out to be, 36 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
The first carry now for Dalvin Cook, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now it's Rodgers. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And he is caught, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains. Well, no question, this is exactly how they wanted to start this football game, and nice pass there. Now they're set up beautifully, Charles, to finish this off with a touchdown.
Yeah, but they've still got to finish it off, partner, and that means they've got to execute at this stage of the field. So we've seen many teams march it right to the goal line and not cash in. They've got something dialed up here that puts it in the end zone.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Forget about the storylines of being intimidated in the playoffs on the road. I mean, that was pretty clinical right there.
Yeah, they didn't treat it like it was a playoff game in January, did they?
No.
That felt much more like, hey, we're back in August, running a few drills in the practice field. They seem unaffected by what they're facing in this one.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. McCole Hardman to return it from his end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 24. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tom. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Tom. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Up the middle, they run with Gale Sayers. And he's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. 2nd down now. This a 2nd and 8. They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. 3rd and 2. From midfield, here's Mahomes. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. And now out come the Jets. And for them, maybe a little carryover from last week's game. They got the win on the road in the wild card round, on the road here again in the divisional round, but they're hanging tough.
Hey, cue a little music, right? Well, they're on the road again. I mean, this has been kind of the mantra they're under right now, and they can't change it. The season dictated what would happen with them, right? They had to go on the road for the first round for the playoffs. They're on the road again, and sometimes teams get really comfortable with that. Not only the idea of going on the road and shocking the world, but just, hey, it's just us. We don't have to worry about outside distractions. It's just us. Let's go play.
It becomes that us against the world mentality, doesn't it?
And while it may be overplayed, in the media, it's real when it comes time to play ball.
Rodgers going to try and throw on third down. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there of 20 yards. So now 1st and 10 in Chiefs territory at the 48-yard line. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And some room to work. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 42 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. On play action, Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Tyler Conklin from 21 yards away. And the Jets lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, and not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced a punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
Zerline good with a PAT, and it's now 14-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Mecole Hardman. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. And you work so hard during the regular season to earn that bye to go to the divisional round fresh. Well, maybe they're too fresh because they've come out here pretty flat.
And how many times have we seen it? Let's go to other sports now. Let's go to basketball, baseball, those ones where the playoffs are a series. And you see teams who were playing before versus the team that had the bye, and they take them on. And how often does that team that had been playing before win game 1?
Right.
Almost always, right? Feels that way anyway. When it's a one-shot deal like the NFL, that's critical. Because now you come in and you get the momentum, you can take them out in that one game and it's over. And those other ones, that team at home usually gets a chance to recover, and they're usually the better team.
Well, they better halt that momentum on the other side quickly, or this might be their last game. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
It's taken to the 26. 44-yard punt, return of 9. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. And New York set to take the field. It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first 2 drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a 3-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now where it's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just not supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat, and they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. They work now on 2nd and 9. Throwing is Rodgers. Throwing for the L route, he finds Wilson, and he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. The Jets on 3rd down. No problems to this point. A perfect 5 for 5. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. And again, it's Rodgers. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete. That close on 3rd down, I think everybody probably expecting a run. Instead, they go to the air on 3rd and short yardage.
I realize this is a passing league, and they're liable to throw the ball on any down and distance. But that short, I do question the call. Run the football and pick it up.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So not just running into the punter, but roughing the punter.
And I'm struggling with this one. You know, you're watching it, partner. Is it more the first rather than the latter? This is a tough one. Almost feels like he felt like he had to call it on that play.
Now Cook running right. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The 8th play of the drive coming up. It's 3rd and 3. Throwing now is Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense?
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So roughing the passer here, even though said passer wasn't a quarterback.
And this is a call, partner, I think you might see once a decade or so. But the officials know the rules better than anyone, and you have to know them when you're on the field. Anyone throwing the ball gets the same protection as a quarterback. So if he gets hit late, that's definitely going to draw a flag. 2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Great defense there on 3rd and goal. They took away everything, forced him to fire that one to the sideline where no one could get it.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps, and the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Hardman going to bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense now making their way back onto the field. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 7. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. After the sack, things get a little tougher here. 3rd and long for Mahomes and the Chiefs. They'll look to throw. This ball deep for Tony. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 88 yards. And the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running shorter routes to draw the attention closer to the line of scrimmage, to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5. At the 38-yard
From the gun, it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8. 2nd and a couple.
at the 45-yard line.
Rodgers going to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33.
First down, Jets.
Back to the ground, Cook. Oh, nifty juke there.
Not much fun for a guy trying to tackle it.
And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
72 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. Here now, 2nd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely, just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And the Jets are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Rodgers to throw once more. He's got it. Down at the 2. Broke through the first contact, but ultimately stopped short of the goal line. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. A big one coming in this divisional round playoff, 3rd and goal. Now they'll send a tight end in motion left. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's the fullback with his second touchdown here in this first half. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Well, nothing complicated about that. That's old-school power football.
And effective. And that's the key to everything, right? Sometimes we try and do too many things. Just hand it to the big guy and let him go forward.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it ends with a 3-yard scoring run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. He's up near 100 yards now here in the second quarter, but his team's down.
Through no fault of his own. I mean, what a nice game he's having so far. They've got to keep finding ways to get him the football. Don't get away from that. Figure out where things are going wrong with the rest of the team.
He'll be hoping to hit that 100-yard mark on this drive. Mahomes going to throw. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Mahomes now on first down. Looking for Toney on the out route, and he's got him. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Here's 2nd and 3. And again, it's Mahomes. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Chiefs first down. It's a gain of 6 that time on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Mahomes. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earn a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. They get it to Sayers on the screen. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
1st and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Mahomes to throw once more. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. This is caught. Touchdown from 21 yards away. And the Chiefs get a late score here in the final minute of the first half.
Well, that touchdown certainly helps, but they've got to go ahead and convert, get to the half, and figure out how to keep chopping down this lead in the second, don't they?
Yeah, they still need to regroup, and they still need to end the second quarter strong. A little bit of time left. Extra point by Butker is on target. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the second quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here. Chris Jones never giving up. He works his way to the QB for a loss of 12. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to be waiting for him as they get him behind the line. So it's on to halftime of this AFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. This fourth and final matchup on this Divisional Round weekend. We'll get back to you guys in just a moment. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got one half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. Both of these offenses had their share of high points in that first half. Each team had some big moments, and it would seem this could turn out to be a game where the last score wins.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC Divisional Round. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Chiefs ready to go on offense to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, that had to be an interesting locker room at halftime. This is a team that's had so much success this year. Haven't really had to deal with a lot of adversity at halftime, to be honest, but now here they are with their playoff lives on the line.
And I think when you're alluding to that interesting locker room, you're just wondering how are they handling that bit of adversity that they're seeing right now, because I think this is a team that has to look to lean on the veterans at this point. We know we're better than this. We've proved it all season. Let them disseminate that confidence through the locker room. But this opening drive, it'll be an important one for them to give them a little jolt of confidence moving forward.
Mahomes now on first down. He finds his man complete. It's time. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line.
Holding offense.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Looking to throw is Mahomes. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a second down here.
Brings up second down at their 48-yard line.
Now Mahomes. And that'll be caught by Tony. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. They go play action. Now Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's time. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. He'll drop this one off to Sayers. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. Only able to gain a couple there. And now that sets up 3rd and 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Travis Kelce, a 9-yard touchdown grab. And the Chiefs are back within a score. What a great weapon. So often, such a big mismatch.
And there's no route he can't run. You name it, he's going to do it, and he's a matchup nightmare for the defense. No matter who they put on him, he's going to win the battle.
Extra point by Butker is on target. And that cuts the lead to 3, 24-21. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. So here's the Jets offense now as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, They know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now it's Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll leave him with a 3rd and 2. Now Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
So possession goes over here on the punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their 38. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's time. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play, and it's 2nd down. Mahomes now to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's time. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes. Pitch and catch here to Travis Kelce. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Mahomes throw here complete to Kelce. And Kelce's going to have a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made at the 31-yard line. Now here's Mahomes. Short throw hauled in by Kelce. Call it a gain of 3 on the play, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Throwing now is Mahomes. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. They got to get it to the 21 here on 3rd down. Here's Mahomes to throw. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Quinnen Williams picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Well, when you time those screen passes perfectly, they can work perfectly, but that time it took a little too long to develop.
And you zeroed in on exactly what makes that play go. Timing. Because if the timing's off at all, those unblocked defenders coming at the quarterback, they'll put him on the deck.
Butker's kick here is good, and that will tie us at 24 all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
The Jets ready to get going again here on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
The throw over the middle taken in. It'll be a gain of just a yard. And now we've got a 3rd down and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up.
But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
2 yards to go, second down. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And that is incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kid who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. We're back now in KC. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Now a give, running left, it's Sayers. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And everybody thinking about the possible field goal on 4th. It would be 58 yards from here. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds. So a big call there. That brings up 4th. So a big one coming now for Harrison Butker. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is no good. He missed it. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th. What a tough spot to miss a kick. Just an absolute letdown.
Look, they got themselves in the field goal range, gave them a chance to take the lead. They come up empty, and now you wonder, will their offense ever see the football again?
Yeah, because on the other side, one through the post, and this thing could be over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Rodgers now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Cook on the toss left. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. By the way, you'd be looking at about a 47-yarder from here as they come up on an important 3rd down. Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Have to kick this field goal, don't you?
No question about it. Look at the clock. Look at the situation. Kick the field goal.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to break our 4th quarter tie. Zerline's kick is up and through, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown?
Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. Mecole Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Officially an even 100 yards coast to coast on a kick return. And the Chiefs have moved on in front here in the fourth quarter. So from 3 scores down, these guys have fought all the way back to grab the lead. And I'll just tell people what happened when they were up 3 scores. I wrote onto your paper 2 words, game over, and now I'm eating those words. I was wrong.
A little salt, a little pepper, goes down pretty easily.
I will admit when I make a mistake.
Well, it looked like it was going that way. This is one of those paging Frank Reich moments, and I can't believe I just brought that up. Because Frank Reich, at Maryland in college, did it to my Tennessee Volunteers, and that was a big reason why my team lost.
Sounds like you still harbor some pain from that game.
You know, we still got a little time to work it out with the doctor.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown, as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The New York set to take the field. And this could be the defining moment of their season, all hyperbole aside. You're trailing here in the fourth quarter, the divisional round, and they need to come up with something as they get this drive started. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. He's got the first down. Boy, he was dynamite in the wild card game last week. He hasn't disappointed in this game either. Cook up the gut. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. We'll step aside and get an update when we return to KC. On 2nd down, it's Cook again. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 109 yards rushing for him now as he goes over the century mark here in this divisional round matchup. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Rodgers going to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Jets are once again back in front. Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Here's Hardman on the return. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. As the offense reemerges, there's wide receiver Kadarius Toney leading him out. They might want to mix something up defensively because he's been shredding them a bit, hasn't he?
That he has, and even with all the changes that you know are going on the defensive side of the ball, he's still finding ways to get open, finding the right spots, and the delivery's been pretty.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Whitehead, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
And New York set to take the field. And this has been a tight game to this point. Of course, they usually are at this juncture of the playoffs. But with the lead in the football, the clock right now their friend as they try to book their spot in the conference championship next Sunday. First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get this down to about the 30, 31-yard line. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Throwing is Rodgers. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They're looking at a 4th down now as they try to hold on to this lead for dear life. And he hits the upright, but it caroms in anyway. But plenty of distance there as he banks it in. And that will add 3 more to their lead. It pushes it up to 6. So he needed a little assist from his friend the right upright, but 3 points all the same.
Yeah, he's a right-footed kicker. Normally, you don't mess with the right upright as a right-footed kicker, right? You're trying to bring it back right to left. But in this case, he got the assist. Right was right.
Here comes Mahomes and the Chiefs. Down by 6. 1:53 remaining. A touchdown likely means they move on in these playoffs. Tense moments for the hometown faithful as they've got it with a 1st down. This is where, of course, it's good to have a veteran quarterback under center.
You would just be able to put on one of those blood pressure clips, and nothing would be different for him. He's done it many times before, expects to get it accomplished again.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Here's Mahomes. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Finding Kelsey. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And he will have the Chiefs 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They come up now on 2nd and 2. Mahomes. That'll be caught by Toney. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by Toney. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So an ideal set of circumstances there. They move the chains, and they save that final timeout.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Mahomes. And he is in as they have tied it late here in the final minute of the 4th quarter. Now they can boom it through on the always important extra point, and then their defense has to
celebrating over there. Who's calling up the defense to make sure they're focused because they still have some work to do?
Butker on for the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. So that drive, 80 yards, 9 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown and the ever-critical extra points. So it is a 1-point lead here in the final minute of action. So now the focus shifts to the Jets, trailing by a point, 34 seconds to go. A field goal would produce a playoff stunner on the road, but this crowd is going to let them hear it here on first down. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a gain of about 5. That stops the clock, but slow and steady won't win the race at this point. Here comes second down at 5. Now Rodgers. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he would get to the sideline here, but that a minimal gain at best. 3 yards, possibly 4. Playoff lives at stake. Boy, this is a big one. Third down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And it is caught. And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. To throw is Rodgers. That's to the sideline and incomplete. A couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. The Arrowhead crowd in full roar. Here's third down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To the 27-yard line. So now with 6 seconds remaining, we get a timeout on the field. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. Well, sometimes you get a mismatch in these divisional round games. Not here. This has been everything we could have hoped for.
Okay, Brandon, don't get mad at me, but it's time for the old cliche.
Bring it. Neither
of these teams deserves to lose, but in the end, it's looking like the late field goal is going to be the difference in this game.
That's a good cliche. We'll let that one go. And looking at it from the perspective of the losing side here in this divisional round, it all ends so abruptly, doesn't it? A few hours ago, you've got all this hope and anticipation of maybe a deep run, and now you're out of it.
Well, let's applaud the team that won, and rightly so. They're moving on. They still have a chance to get to the big game. But let's not bury the team that lost. I think I do a lousy job of illuminating what a great year they had. Let's face it, when it's all said and done, they were one of 8 teams left with a chance to get to and win the Super Bowl. That's a pretty darn good season.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Kansas City, so long, everybody.